Hello and welcome to Red-Tailed Hawk. This is a watch me problem, so all you need to do is just simply watch this video to see how this problem is completed, and then next time keep in mind what we've done here so you can do it on your own. So here's the scenario. You are out on a hike when you see this red-tailed hawk soaring around the sky. It is absolutely beautiful. The hawk is circling round and round in two circles that create an 8. So it's going around in a 8 fashion like this right here. The upper portion of the 8 is 2 and 3/4 miles around, and the lower portion of the 8 is 3 and 5/6 miles around. How far does the red-tailed hawk fly each time he completes his figure-8 shape? Okay, so once again, we've got our hawk that is flying in this figure-8 fashion through the sky. And the top portion is 2 and 3/4 miles around. That would be this portion, the top portion up here, right? The bottom portion here is 3 and 5/6. So 3 and 5/6 of a mile, or miles around. Okay, so the first thing I want to do is I'm going to make one, and then a second one. That's 2 miles that represent the 2 here. And then I've got to make a fraction box here that will represent the portion of the third one around. So I'm going to make that one in white. So, but he does not go all the way around. He only goes 3/4. So since this is broken into 4 parts, I'm going to draw 3 lines to represent the, to make 4 boxes rather. So I'm going to make 1, 2, and 3. And that gives us 1, 2, 3, 4 parts. And he gets 3 out of 4. So I'm going to go ahead and make and color in 3 out of the 4 of those. So I'll just go like that. And so now on the second loop here, the bottom portion of this 8, he does 3 and 5/6. So now this time I'm going to draw 3 full ones. So 1, and they're about the same size. They don't have to be perfect. And 2 and 3 holes, right? And then he does another one that is 5/6. So this one is not all the way. So now here I have 5 out of 6, which means I'm cutting it into 6 parts, which means I'll draw 5 lines. So I'm going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And that should give me 6 parts. Let me just move this up a little bit so I can count here. And I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 parts. So I'm going to color in 5 out of 6. So I'm going to just make my box here and color in 5 out of the 6. And there we have it. So now I need to figure out how I'm going to do this, right? And the problem is that I've got fourths. This box here is cut into fourths, and this box here is cut into 6. So the first thing I have to do is find my LCM, and I'm going to do that right here by writing LCM, which stands for least common multiple. So I'm going to take the 4 and the 6, and so the first one I'm going to grab here is the 4, and then I'll put the 6 right here. And I'm going to count by 4s, 4, 8, 12, 16, and then I'll count by 6s, 6 and 12, and bingo, I've got my least common multiple because both of these are 12, right? I just covered up the 1 there, so let me fix that a little bit better for you. So that's 12 right there. Okay? So now that means for this top box, I'm going to cut this into 1, 2, 3 parts. 3 parts means I'm going to draw 2 lines. So I'll go 1 and 2, and that should give me 12 parts. So I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12. So now I've made a new fraction there. Now this one, I've got to cut into 12ths as well, so they have the same size boxes, right? But since these are in 6, I only have to cut it into 2 parts. So 2 parts means I draw 1 line right down the center there. And now I should have 12. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So indeed, I have 12 parts. Now, I simply need to add these up. Now, what I like to do is, if I'm looking here, actually, let's do it this way. First, I'm going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then I can count all of my parts. So I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. So I have 19 twelfths. Now, this number here is top heavy, and that means the numerator is bigger than the denominator. So we call that either top heavy or an improper fraction. And the reason it's improper is that I can take a few of these parts here, put them up here, and fill in this whole one right here. Or I could move them from this down here. And so what I'll do here is I'm going to actually do that. I'm going to get rid of 2 of these here, and I'm going to just cross these 2 out and take them away. And then I'm going to put them down here, and watch how well that works. So now I'm going to put them here, and as you see, now I've got another hole, right? So now I no longer have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 holes. I've got this one is also a hole. So I've got 6 whole pieces here, and then here I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 out of the 12. So my reduced answer is 6 and 7 twelfths. And that is the simplified form or reduced form, and that is our answer. Now let's go ahead and take a look at our algorithm and see how that works. So the first thing we want to do is simply rewrite our fraction, or our mixed number fraction, 2 3/4 plus 3 5/6. And as we've always talked about when working with fractions, the first and most important thing is you have to have common denominators, and these are not common, they are unlike, because they're not the same. So I've already found my LCM, my least common multiple. So for the 3/4, I'm going to multiply this by 1, 2, 3, the giant one of 3 over 3. Now, when I'm doing this, I'm not really multiplying the whole number, just the fraction. So I'm going to multiply it by 3 over 3, and that will give me a new fraction, and the 2 stays the same, and the right here, the fraction changes. 3 times 3 will give me 9, so I'm going to write 9 right there, and then 4 times 3 will give me 12, so I'll write the 12 right there. Now I'll do the same thing with this bottom fraction, and in this case I'm taking the 5/6 times 1, 2, so the giant one of 2 over 2. So let me just write that in, and I always get made fun of for my 1s because they're not very pretty, but they do give you the idea that you're multiplying it by 1, right? So here we go, and I'm going to take the 3 and just move it straight on across, and then I'm going to take the 5 times 2 is going to give me 10, and then the 6 times 2 will give me 12. Now if you notice over here, I've just done with my algorithm exactly what I did over here. I took the 3/4, and now these two were here before, and I had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 out of 10, 11, 12. So I had 9/12, which was illustrated here because I cut these 3/4 into 12 parts. Same thing over here. These two were not there, and I had 2, 4, 6, 8, 10 out of the 12, so 10/12. That's represented here. So now I'm ready to simply add, and I'm going to just move this a teeny bit over and draw a line here, continue that line right on through. And the rule with adding or subtracting fractions is that, first of all, you've got to have common denominators, and you don't add those because those just tell us how many boxes each box is cut into, right? Or how many parts each box, in this case, each mile is cut into, right? So I'm going to drop the 12 here and then put the fraction line above it. And then here I have 9 plus 10. Well, that's pretty easy. I've got 19. And then here I've got 2 plus 3 is going to give me 5. So 5 and 19/12, which is what I had the first time when I counted these 5 plus all of these plus this gave me 19/12. Now remember, this is top-heavy or an improper fraction. And I want to simplify this. And the way I do that is I think of fractions, and fractions can always be thought of in 3 ways. You can say 19/12. You can say 19 out of 12, which is when we're counting up the boxes, right? Or you can say 19 divided by 12. In this case, I want to do 19 divided by 12, so I'm going to simply write 19 here divided by 12. And 12 will go into 19 one time, which will give me 12, and I will get 7 left over, right? Now, anytime you have a remainder, you can put remainder 12 or remainder 7 or R7, but the better way to do it is to put your 7, your remainder, as your numerator and your divisor here as your denominator. So I'm going to put the 12 here, and as you see, 1 and 1/7, if I take this 1 and add it to the 5, that's going to give me a new number, and that new number is 6, and then I'm going to just grab this 7/12 and put it here. So 7/12, and 6 and 7/12 agrees with our answer from our illustration here, and 5 and 19/12 also agrees with our other one that we had originally. So as you see, our algorithm here agrees with our illustration, and that is wonderful. So once again, for this one, all you had to do was watch me. It was a watch me video. So all the things that I've done here, you need to do on your along with me next time on the do with me. So you'll pause it and do it. So I hope you had a great time watching this video, and I hope you learned a lot. And I'll see you next time, and we'll do another problem together. Have a great day.